Wickliffe gets a hat trick from Nick Talisman and records a 4-2 victory over visiting Madison on Thursday night in the side's annual non-conference encounter. Bit of a weird match for me, to be completely honest, just both ways. Wickliffe did well to get the end product they needed. I wasn't overly thrilled with the amount of possession, ball winning, combination play, and at times the play in the defensive third, but I think a mark of a good side is when you can overcome all that and still put up 4 goals and still get a result over a D1 side. I think that speaks to your quality in the attack, and Wickliffe obviously has a lot of continuity there in the attack with guys like Nick Talisman, Nick Colbert, Johnny Bramchick. They've got guys who've been around for quite a while, and they're familiar with each other, and they combine and play well off of each other. And when you have that, that's definitely a good building block to have. But it was just a weird match overall. In that opening 15, Wick is able to jump out to a 2-0 lead. They play extremely direct. Madison does not handle it particularly well, and Blue Devils are able to jump out there. Talisman with the opener, a nice first touch into the box off a through ball to make it 1-0, and then Nick Colbert with the PK to make it 2-0 there early. But to Madison's credit, they battled, they stuck with their principles, they were extremely reliant on wide play, but I like the way that they used with patient, combining through midfield, shifting left to right, getting the switching involved. And I would dare say, I mean, people will think I'm crazy for saying this because they lost 4-2, but I think there were large stretches of this match during which Madison was the much better attacking side. They looked a lot better in the attack than Wickliffe did, but they just didn't have any end product. Either the final ball wasn't very good or they couldn't get a shot on target. And like I said, the defensive third play was a little rough at times when they needed it to rise to the occasion, and it just didn't. So, there's things to work on, but, I'm pleased to see a little bit more, for lack of a better term, a little bit more attacking flair from the Blue Streaks than I've seen in recent years. There have been times over the years with Madison where let's just say they're not the most exciting side to watch, but you can tell that they're listening to Julio and they're trying to really get things going there tactically, combining with some pace, showing some intent, moving off the ball well, working in overlaps nicely. It's a side with some attacking flair, and that's good to see from the Blue Streaks. And hopefully, we've seen some positive results here in WRC play. Hopefully, they can keep that going. They've only had 7 wins, I believe, in the last 2 seasons combined. They already have 4 this year. So things are looking up in Madison. Julio's doing a nice job over there. The side's buying in, and that's good to see. And again, with Wickliffe, they're so good in the attack. They can be a fun attacking side with the guys that they have in place and the pace that they have out there. The midfield play just needs to be a little bit better, but they've shown some flashes throughout this season with the guys they have in place. It's a bit of a transition in the defensive third with some of the guys they've graduated the last couple of years, but obviously JT Brenneman is a very good security blanket back there at goalkeeper, an experienced performer, a standout goalkeeper who can organize that back line and can perform well when the Blue Devils need him to. And like I said, that attack is very good with the 2 Nicks and Johnny and those guys working together. They can be a pretty dynamic attacking side, especially when they get on turf. This match, Madison and Wickliffe specifically, on a grass field, I'm not expecting an attacking fluidity clinic to be sure, but there's a certain way to play on grass. Sometimes you have to play direct, and Wickliffe was able to do that at key times and get out of here with the result. Talisman was able to finish off the hat trick there early in the second half, doing well to get a touch on a throw-in near post for the final margin. So some stuff to build on for both sides. I'd like to see it be better in the defensive third both ways, but these are 2 sides that can show some intent in the attack, and hopefully once they get on turf a little more regularly and once they get into the heart of conference play, we'll see a little bit more of it. But some flashes here and there, but just kind of a weird match overall as Wickliffe is able to record a 4-2 victory over Madison on Thursday.